Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So tonight we're going to talk about solutions. As Americans, we like simple solutions. We like easy solutions. But the problem with that is our problems are often complex, multifaceted, have a lot of moving pieces. Solving complex problems often takes a lot of thought, planning, and multiple phases, different tactics to address an issue. It's not done in sound bites. If there's a problem, real or imagined or manufactured, that has persisted for decades, it probably won't be solved with an easy fix, with a campaign slogan that can be chanted and repeated. It requires us, as people, to look deeper into these issues, into the underlying root causes of them sometimes. It requires us to educate ourselves, to question our betters. Because those in D.C. right now, they've lost faith in the American people. They don't believe that Americans are smart enough or vested enough to understand simple issues that may have a complex root. And I'm not just talking about Trump right now. I'm talking about Trump and Pelosi. Their reactions were very different to this same realization. Trump, he preyed on it. He played on that perceived ignorance and created a crisis with a simple solution: a wall. A great, big, invulnerable, impenetrable, perfect wall. And that wall was defeated by a recip saw. This whole setup, maybe $80. Maybe $80. Wait until those guys get their hands on one of those saws they use to extract people from cars. You'll lose 60 feet of wall in 2 minutes. It's not that simple solution. What did it do? Billions spent, land taken, lives disrupted, our image forever changed in the eyes of the world, money diverted, a political show, the degrading of American values, for a chant, for a simple solution, so we could cheerlead. And it didn't work. And everybody knew it wasn't going to work. Now on the other side, you have Pelosi. Her reaction was different. She's terrified that Americans are dumb. That's what it boils down to. She's worried that Americans won't be able to understand the case against the president. She's worried that there's too many people, too many moving pieces, that we won't be able to follow it. When at the end of the day, it's not complex. It is simple. Under campaign finance laws, soliciting a thing of value from a foreign national is illegal. Period. Full stop. Doesn't matter why you did it. Doesn't matter if you engaged in quid pro quo. None of that matters. That alone, soliciting a thing of value for your campaign from a foreign national, is against law. It's unlawful. Can't do it. And he did that and admitted it and provided a transcript he wants us all to read. Her concern is that Americans aren't smart enough to follow that line, because when you get to the end of it, well, is it a thing of value? How is an investigation money? Because it doesn't have to have a monetary value attached to it. An endorsement is a thing of value. If this wasn't something valuable to Trump's campaign, why did he have his personal lawyer and all of these other people engaging in this massive, I don't want to say conspiracy, effort to obtain it? The only reason they'd do that is if it had value. They wouldn't do it for nothing. It's open and shut. It's very simple. And it doesn't matter which side of the aisle you're on, if you're honest with yourself, you know that's true. It's not that Americans can't understand complex issues. It's not that we can't follow along. The average American is not dumb. The average American's pretty smart. It's that we'd rather cede our power to our betters. We'd rather cheerlead than think. We'd rather not address any of the other issues. With the wall, you go back and look at that. We don't want to talk about our interventions. We don't want to talk about our foreign and domestic policies that create the conditions for these people to leave and want to come here. We don't want to talk about any of that. We want a simple solution. We want to cheerlead. We don't want to talk about the history. And the fact is, if you understand history, you can understand the future. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good night.